Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Aviators of Melbourne taking on the Miami Dolphins. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Okay, give some credit to the team covering the kick, but boy, what was he thinking? Stay in the end zone, take the knee, and help out your offense. Instead, you put your team in a really precarious position.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This defense for the Dolphins very strong in that victory a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. Now 2nd and 9. Hill going to go in motion right. Now Prescott. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Got an open man. It's Burnett. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd down and a yard. They dial a running play here with Hill. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
fourth down. Out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3.
Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Ready, break!
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Check it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about where one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
48 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now first and goal.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On second down, a run by Achane.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try and run it with Achane.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year.
And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it, and they'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down throw for Prescott. Rolling to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. In motion left, Hill.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. After one, 7-3 the score. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Out to Chubb near the side.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Chubb is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Chubb again. And he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Aviators are able to move back in front. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Come on.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here is 3rd and 5.
They're going to look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. On play action, Prescott. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Dak's going to keep it.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
What can spin this negatively is he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now after the play, oh man, it's Prescott who appears to be shaken up.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Oh, look at this play call. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list.
And the Aviators' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wolf on now for the extra point.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Aviators 17, Dolphins 7. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
And now an audible here into something else.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Second and 13.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Price. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
On 1st down, back to Achane.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On play action, they'll throw. Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Go check! Go check! Ready?
Right back to Achane on second down.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
90 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now Achane on first and 10.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Again, it's Achane.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
Check, Bobcat! Check, Bobcat!
Up the middle, Achane.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
So from the 37, here's second down and a yard. Now they'll audible to something else.
On second down now. Easily. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Ready, Timberwolves.
He'll look to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 39 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Price. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Ready?
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Ready? Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready?
Running right, here's Achane. Gets around him, and he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. And a Melbourne first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Price. Throw left side complete. That's Perez. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, 88.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. In motion, Hill. And they'll run it here. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Price. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over the 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
He has just eclipsed the 13,000-yard mark for his career. What a career it's been. Incredible running the football. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They run again on first down. Chubb.
He'll take this to the 46.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage without loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on third. They had more guys than they could block. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
19 Tigers, 19 Tigers.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Waddle, the motion man right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Here's 2nd down and 3. On the handoff, it's Achane. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here's 1st down. They'll give this to Achane.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Hurt.
On second down, a run by Achane.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. Oh, they're changing this at the line. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Price. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game,
I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
1st down, Aviator.
Here's Chubb on the read option. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Trucks over it.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
92 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a 1st down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Final minute of overtime. Remember, of course, no double overtime. So it's a tie if it ends like this. It's 2nd down. They get it to Hill, and they'll let him run.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Chubb not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us.
True.
We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah.
MEH, man. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everybody.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got a, and a, yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of flirting moments, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, still gotta. What you doing here? I got a half a mind to hit you with a stitch you, get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. I'm floating through the front door, my modest attire. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, still gotta, I still gotta. run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W.